This is Perp back with another video, and Happy New Year. This is the very first movie review of the year, and AMC had another one of those unseen mystery movies, and it ended up being The Book of Clarence. And now I don't think this movie doesn't come out until like next week, I think, or probably the week before. I think it's next week. So I won't go into spoilers. I'll try to just give you my thoughts on this movie and pretty much my overall thoughts on it, and should you go watch it when it releases. So this is starring Lakeith Stanfield. This is directed by James Samuels. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The guy that directed The Harder We Fall. So if you recognize that name, you recognize that movie, that might entice you to go check this movie out. But you have Lakeith Stanfield in here, RJ Seiler, Caleb, old boy from Stranger Things. You have Tiana Taylor in this. You have James McAvoy. You also have Benedict Cumberbatch in this. A bunch of really dope actors throughout this movie. Very strong cast. So this follows Lakeith Stanfield as Clarence, and Clarence is really, struggling. He smokes weed. He's always trying to figure out like the next scheme and trying to just live his life, but also trying to juggle multiple things throughout this movie. This man Clarence is a non-believer. There's a lot of things that kind of go back to his childhood, his relationship between his twin brother, because his twin brother is a part of the 12 apostles, and Clarence is also dealing with things financially where he owes the brother of his love interest money, and it's just a lot of things are just kind of stacking on one another. So Clarence comes up with this idea that, at first he wants to kind of join the apostles and be a part of whatever Jesus got going on, even though he doesn't really believe in none of his miracles. He looks at them as tricks. And then it gets to a point where he's like, you know what? I could do what he's doing, and I could walk the way he walks, and, that's probably the way that I'm going to kind of get myself out of these situations. But not knowing that him doing this and kind of going his own kind of path and trying to be this new Messiah for people comes with a lot of baggage. It comes with a lot of sacrifices that need to be made. It's a lot harder than he anticipated it to be, and it also becomes like this kind of like self-reflection kind of journey for him throughout this movie as he gets deeper and deeper into this lifestyle, where he kind of starts to notice a change within himself and just how he views certain things as far as faith and what it means to him, what it means to other people. And that's what I really liked about this movie, because yes, this definitely is somewhat a comedy, but it's not like a goofy comedy or anything like that. It very much definitely takes itself serious and has a message, an overall message that's kind of layered throughout the whole entire film. Not only about just faith and religion, but also just being black. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like deep scenes throughout that kind of just mirror a lot of what's going on now. And I just really like this movie overall. I thought the performances were really dope. I think Lakeith Stanfield does a pretty solid job as Clarence in this. The supporting cast does a really good job as well. The people that end up tagging along with Clarence through his journey is really interesting to kind of see play out, and just all the different tasks he goes through to become the person that he wants to be. It's a really interesting movie. I can't wait for other people to kind of check this out when it releases, I think next week. I think it releases on the 12th. So I would be really curious to hear people's thoughts when they get around to watching it. There might be certain things that you don't like about the movie. Like for me, some of the direction was a little iffy at the beginning, as far as just like some of the editing kind of felt a bit choppy. Nothing too distracting or anything like that. It didn't take me out of the movie. I still enjoyed what I enjoyed out of this movie. There's just a little bit of nitpicks here and there. But for this to be the first movie to kind of see in the January month, because these first 2 months are definitely going to be pretty slow until we get into the big movies and the movies that people really want to see. I think this is one of the stronger ones that we're going to kind of see, at least out of January. We'll have to wait to see how the rest of the month plays out. But yeah, this is just my quick thoughts on the Book of Clarence. You should definitely go check it out for yourself and let me know how you guys feel about it when you do get around to watching it in the comments below. But until next time, I will see y'all in the next one, and have a great, fantastic new year.